from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Throw left side there, Schwartz with it.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Dolphins, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Beach and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. This is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have the football. Set up shop at the 33-yard line. A little careless with the football. Also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. Two hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. But he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 24, Tua. Side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a first and goal.
Now Tua. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown! Matt Breida. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Browns 0.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 3 yards remain for second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. That one's complete to Tomlinson.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
I can't believe he let you play.
2nd and 1. Steps away to his left. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. There they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. He's gotten a joker to his big tight end. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest when the guy...
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on the first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
The 24-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Tua now on first down. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
Looking to pass. Tua. Open net is Waddle, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Browns' 28-yard line.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida.
It was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
First down, Dolphins.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in-vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Keep working.
Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Dolphins 14, Browns 0.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Agba that time, able to drop him for a loss.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, check, Mike 21.
Handoff comes to Chubb, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. Miller on the catch over the middle.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10.
Mike 54.
Play action. Now it's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Check down to Breida. Space to run past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is...
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
2nd and long. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So, Charles, this, game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things, and they like the fact that he's not blaming other people, because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
All day, every day, any day. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Switch up, switch up.
Back to throw again.
Let's go.
It's caught. Smith. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Again, he'll drop to throw. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Cleveland.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
19 Tiger. Coming to you. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Get your swarm on. Here we go.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Browns get a score closer. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the
touchdown. Here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. He's able to find Miller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Going up top. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 53 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Watch the backer, watch the backer. Mike 55, Mike 55. Got to do better.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Mike 55! Mike 55! Hey, defense! Hey, check.
They give to Chubb out of the gun. Shedding the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Going to the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Mike 55.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Smith. Now he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Just like that. Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Check right. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. SOS.
Back to throw here. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Mike 55! Mike 55!
Get the ball.
Check! 55!
They'll look to throw again.
Double go. That's the way.
And that one almost intercepted. But it's incomplete. He had space in front of him if he had held on. But instead it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, let's get there. Mike 55.
They'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jalen Phillips drops him for a loss of 12. And it also brings up 4th down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
3 down.
They'll throw now on the final play. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it will be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
You crazy. You crazy, boy. You crazy.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Right there.
Looking to pass. Tua. Right back to Waddle, and this time he's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Tua now on first down. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. Yeah, he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward.
Oh, my goodness, was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
Oh, everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Ricky.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's going to be caught by Waddle.
Tagovailoa's pass complete to Jalen Waddle. A gain of 7. 1st down, Miami.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material.
Check line 54. Line 54. Check 15. Check 15. Rush in.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Play action. Now it's Tua. Throw right side complete to Carter. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
54, right there, 54 miles.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now Tua. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Well, he does have one touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And running the jet sweep here to Parker. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now, they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them. For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed. And on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. It's our field.
A give. This is Chubb.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat at every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line.
Check, Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Fournette running right. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They're running, man. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
This one fielded at the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, see, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Go, go, go.
Hey, check, Mike 21.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Here we go, T.
2 now on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Check, Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Leonard Fournette with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Ogbah getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Behind find the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Drops it off for Chubb. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, check, Mike.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Now a throw here, hauled in. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Check Mike 21. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. All day.
They're going to look to throw. That one caught by Felton. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Christian Wilkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. But I think the ball's out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of... mistakes, but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And some room to maneuver. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. 62 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Big run here in the 4th as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offense coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
Once again, they run with Green on 1st down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. On second down, a run with Breida. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Check 99. Check 99.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. And timeout here defensively. The kick by Sanders is good. Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Cleveland offense ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Garrett Wallow in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Now back to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jalen Phillips picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it, yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He'll drop to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Dolphins, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.